Novo lit that shit bang.
Welcome back, everybody, to Crows of Judgment, and today's video is going to be a little bit different. I'm doing a follow-up on our content about UniRock. Now, for those of you who aren't aware, UniRock was friends with Katie Joy without a crystal ball, when he was forced to condemn her actions for doxing in his server. Now, over the course of the past few weeks, we've exposed that UniRock was fully aware of doxing in his server, that Katie Joy had done it on multiple occasions, and that he was fully aware of other actions Katie Joy had taken, including releasing the medical records of a 9-year-old girl. And also, thanks to his mods, we did see on stream a mod chat where he was proud that Katie Joy was doxing people in his server because, in his own words, they were a spy. So UniRock is fucking insane to top everything else off. Now, before we begin, please do me a favor, subscribe to the channel. We're giving away 3 copies of Cyberpunk 2077 on January 1st, and let's get into this. So, I've been wondering for a while now, what is the connection between UniRock and a man called Steve McRae? Steve McRae was a YouTuber, still is a YouTuber, but he was involved in something called the NonSequitur show. He was in a partnership with a man named Kyle Curtis, and Kyle Curtis essentially stole the show away from Steve and refused to pay him out half of what he was owed, right? $30,000, quite a bit of money. Now, UniRock seems to have known that Steve McRae was owed that money, seems to have known that there was a joint partnership between both individuals, but UniRock decided to try to make Kyle Curtis sound like the victim in the situation, lie to his audience, and help raise a well-known thief who also happened to have previously stolen money from a church charity, just to top it all off. But he decided to make this man sound like a victim and help him raise $6,000 off the backs of his gullible audience. So, on all levels, UniRock seems to be, I would say, on the same level as Katie Joy in terms of being a human fucking scumbag. But there seems to be a lot of people giving UniRock this redemption arc. Well, yes, UniRock was friends with Katie Joy in the past, but you know what? At least he's finally calling her out. He's doing the right thing now. Absolutely not. UniRock is doing what most rats do when a ship is sinking. He's running off of it. Oh, boy. Now, I decided to reach out to Steve McRae, and that's what I have in front of me, a Google Doc that Steve McRae put together responding to questions that I had asked him about this entire situation. We're going to read through it because I cannot make it any clearer that UniRock is a piece of human shit who should not be trusted in any way, shape, or form. And well, it is nice to see him stabbing a knife into Katie Joy's ribs repeatedly. I want to make it as clear as I can that he knew everything that Katie Joy was doing, fully endorsed everything that Katie Joy was doing, and is going to keep doing worse things than Katie Joy because the man has no fucking morals. So, it was a short questionnaire I sent over to him, but it's going to provide us with a lot of context of what UniRock was doing. So, 1. UniRock seems to have an obsession with you based on my convo with his mods. I was told that this happened because of an incident where you called him out in a live stream for spreading false information. Is this true? Can you give me the rundown of how this happened and what was said to the best of your recollection? So, as you can see here, myself and Golden Unicorn, Manya, were in his Discord, and he was about to go live with misinformation that we were going to let him know was not the case and to talk to us before he went on air. He eventually told us he didn't care if what he said on stream was true or not. He just said stuff. And if he was wrong, he would merely just fix it later. He tells us he just says what is on his mind, and people listen and they can make response videos. He wanted to make response videos to him for views, and I was not into that kind of YouTube gameplaying. I told him I was not going to be associated with him any longer, nor giving him any information about the NonSequitur show lawsuit. So, UniRock is someone who is happy to provide misinformation to his audience in the hopes that people will make response videos to him and then generate clicks for his fucking YouTube, right? I would say that that's disgusting, right? I've definitely jumped the gun on things before. I have about 4 or something videos that were uploaded to YouTube, but before I posted them, I found out the information then was untrue. Case in point, the zombie kills psychopath who's DMCAing anybody who slightly criticizes her for being a race-baiting piece of trash. When I found out that the tweet in question making her look bad was not what I thought it was, I decided not to post the video. Not put it up there, not lie and say, oh, I didn't know yet, because I'm not a dishonest, disgusting pile of trash, like UniRock is. Now, over here, he does say you can verify it with Manya, provides a link to her Twitter. If anyone wants to confirm this information with her, all I ask is that you be polite. Please. Can you elaborate on the relationship between UniRock and Kyle Curtis, and or the relationship between Uni and Katie Joy? This is where it gets fun. UniRock is a LARPer. He merely weaves storylines and will cozy up to different people in different communities in order to siphon subs by sowing discord and unsubstantiated narratives. He knew that I was suing Kyle Curtis, and so he thought he could try to strike back at me for dissing him, and not wanting to be around someone so unethical by supporting Kyle and trying to rebuild Kyle's tattered image. This has been a pattern UniRock has done for years. He provides this link to this article here. I've been informed by multiple people that they wish to avoid the below listed people at all costs and will not discuss them publicly, as they have destroyed the lives of people they personally know. These LARPers don't simply disagree with someone on social media. They attack people personally, in coordinated patterns, doxing, and attempting to destroy people's lives financially, socially, psychologically, emotionally, and any other way they can, all while projecting this behavior onto those they are attacking. These people are truly sick. And one of the people in there was UniRock. This LARP buster gang stalker also grew out of online gaming, but has since dedicated his entire platform to LARP busting. UniRock regularly produces 5 to 6 hours live streams mismatched content, toggling between online gaming, trash talking, and reviewing and commenting on other content creators. He infuriatingly states any and everything that comes in to mind, often contradicting himself several times within the course of a single live stream. A review of his past videos reveals that he throws himself into any online controversy in order to generate content for his channel. I first attempted to contact him and correct some of his inaccurate information, but I quickly learned that it was intentional and meant to spur chaos. This online social media grifter... I'm sorry, folks. This online social media grifter never retracts any wrong or misinformation, but simply cranks out more content which may or may not contradict his previous statements' videos. It is obvious to me that his primary objective is to derail and redirect any narrative which may be close to any truth. In his videos, he regularly accuses anyone conducting research of being government agents or deep state operatives. So remember that thing I was telling you about that girl and how she was a spy in his Discord? So when Katie Joy doxed her, he was proud of her actions because the dude's a fucking nut job. I produced a parody video correcting and criticizing many of his outright lies and fabrications to which he never even addressed. He simply moved on with new content, again, much of it contradicting previous content. So, look, all I can say is if you make an error, you make a mistake, you should correct it. You absolutely should. You shouldn't just continue to pump out content like a massive piece of shit and just hope that it gets drowned out with all of your other sewage. And again, he's provided documents for the things that we are talking about. Kyle Curtis busted editing PDF files he submitted to the court. My Truth, My Story of being Me Too'd by vlogger Katie Joy Paulson. So these were from Steve McRae because this relates to the next topic, right? Impossible. Do you know any connection between the individuals Uni, Kyle, Katie? Uni's mods implied that they would regularly communicate and plot. Kyle and Katie used to have a show called The Streaming Nun on NonSequitur Show channel. It was my producer who helped Katie start her channel. After I wanted nothing to do with UniRock, he would actively support anyone who was against me, regardless of what was right or wrong. It wasn't about facts with UniRock. It was about views and money for vape juice and Red Bull. Personal shots. And again, to the best of I can put together, this is true according to the mods, the former mods from UniRock's Discord server, who left over his inaction on Katie Joy's regular doxing on his server. To your knowledge, did Uni know of the actual nature of your legal agreement with Kyle Curtis on the Non-Sequitur show? If so, do you have any comments about him promoting Kyle Curtis via GoFundMe when anyone aware of said agreement would have been aware that you were entitled to your half of the proceeds? Of course, UniRock knew, but he just outright lied about it. It was beyond legally clear to anyone, including every lawyer I've asked, that Kyle and I had a contract. It was a verbal contract called a handshake deal, which was confirmed in emails between us. I have multiple videos of emails with Kyle talking about 50-50, as well in the video, The Death of the Non-Sequitur Show. Kyle straight up said that we had a 50-50 contract, and he was changing the terms of the deal. Like Darth Vader, except, you know, more wimpy and pathetic. I don't have any specific comments from UniRock, but it was all about just promoting Kyle to get back to me, which in the end backfired as Kyle's credibility was shown to be dubitable and soon to be criminal. And this is in regards to him altering PDF documents and presenting them to the court. Kyle Curtis told you to sue him, and the judge did rule in your favor. However, Kyle is currently in violation of the order. Has he had any communication with you outside of issuing false DMCA takedowns on a channel he is not, as per the court, the legal owner of? I have not spoken directly with Kyle since the video. Whose side is not telling the truth, right? And he provides me a link to this video, right? And I'll provide these links in the description for this one if you want to check all this information out. The judge gave Kyle until December 2nd, 2020 to find a new lawyer, as the one he got from his GoFundMe withdrew, citing rule as Kyle had been straight up lying to her. Wow, Kyle sounds like a piece of shit. After that date, the judge will schedule a contempt of hearing to give Kyle a chance to explain why he has failed to obey the court, which the judge said was in full effect. It is a civil contempt hearing, but possible could become criminal due to recent discoveries of Kyle submitting altered evidence to the court. If possible, can you let me know what your personal opinion is of Uni and how involved you feel he has been in Kyle and or Katie's issues with you? UniRock is a bottom-feeding opportunist. He is everything that is wrong with the internet. He uses dishonest tactics to generate views without an ounce of integrity or ethics. He will character assassinate, bold-face lie, and create false stories with absolutely no evidence to substantiate to gain those types of followers that accept conspiracy theories and poor critical thinking so long as they are being entertained. 7. Please let me know if there's anything you feel comfortable with sharing with your issues with anyone in this trio. And he said pretty much anything can be found in blogs if you want to read the ones I provided as well as these additional ones to know the full story. So he did give me links to everything here, right? And again, these links will be in the description of the video so you can check all this out for yourself. But again, if you're thinking about giving UniRock, what is it called, like a redemption arc, don't fucking do it. The dude is a goddamn liar. He uses people. He lies regularly. He manipulates his fucking audience. He raises money for fucking thieves because he's having beef with somebody. Everything that you're pissed off about Katie Joy doing, they're all fucking morally outraged and upset by, this piece of shit was totally okay with it. He endorsed it. He told his mods he was proud that she was doxing people in his server because she was a spy. For fuck's sakes, don't let this idiot off the hook. That's all I got for this one, and I really do want to thank Steve McRae for providing the information for me for this video and answering my questions. But again, if you think it is a smart idea because you hate Katie Joy so much to let this piece of human filth off the fucking hook, don't fucking do it.
Let that shit bang.